Hello, thank you so much for joining us today for another edition of the Forest at Duke Trivia. My name is Megan Rodriguez and I work with the Department of Resident Life here at the Forest. Today we will have 20 multiple choice trivia questions. So if you want to go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, we will get started. After we go through all the questions, I will go back through them and let you know what the correct answer is. Again, this is just for fun, so no need to turn your answer sheet in. You can certainly give yourself a point for each correct answer, just so you know what you got right. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's get started. Question number 1. What continent is cut into two fairly equal halves by the Tropic of Capricorn? Is it A, Australia, B, Africa, C, Europe, or D, Antarctica? Question number 2. Which of the following characters is not one of the Three Musketeers? Is it A, Aramis, B, Athos, C, Deimos, or D, Porthos? Question number 3. If you hug a guling, what are you hugging? Is it A, a bird, C, a pillow, D, a child, C, a child, or D, a toilet? Question number 4. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is considered the largest species of what type of animal? Is it A, butterfly, B, bird, C, bat, or D, jellyfish? Question number 5. In 1439 England, what was made illegal? Was it A, running, B, dancing, C, drinking alcohol, or D, kissing? Question number 6. Cats are feline. What are sheep? Is the answer A, ovine, B, equine, C, canine, or D, cervidae? Question number 7. Name the actor who starred in 142 films, including The Quiet Man, The Shootist, The Searchers, and Stagecoach. Is it A, Gary Cooper, B, Henry Fonda, C, John Wayne, or D, Roy Rogers? Question number 8. What is the painting La Gioconda more commonly known as? Is it A, Girl with the Pearl Earring, B, Mona Lisa, C, Starry Night, or D, The Last Supper? Question number 9. How many valves does a trumpet have? Does it have A, 3, B, 5, C, 2, or D, 7? Question number 10. Name the world-famous garden situated 10 miles outside of London, close to the River Thames. Is it A, the Keukenhof Gardens, B, Versailles, C, the Butchart Gardens, or D, the Kew Gardens? Question number 11. Which kinds of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? Is the answer A, tulips, B, poppies, C, roses, or D, daffodils? Question number 12. What colored jersey is worn by the winners of each stage of the Tour de France? Is it A, red, B, green, C, yellow, or D, purple? Question number 13. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it A, the bishop, B, the rook, C, the king, or D, the knight? Question number 14. When did Margaret Thatcher become prime minister? Was it A, 1967, B, 1979, C, 1981, or D, 1985? Question number 15. What is the world's most popular or most used first name of all time for a male? Is it A, John, B, Michael, C, Solomon, or D, Muhammad? Question number 16. What do you call a group of frogs? Is it A, an army, B, a troop, C, a gang, or D, a pod? Question number 17. What is the world's longest river? Is it A, the Nile, B, the Mississippi, C, the Amazon, or D, the Yangtze? Question number 18. What is someone who shoes horses called? Are they called A, a farrier, B, a horseman, C, a shoer, or D, an equinist? Question number 19. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Is it A, the Indian Ocean, B, Mars, C, the Arctic Ocean, or D, the moon? And question number 20. What flavor is Cointreau? Is it A, anise, B, orange, C, cinnamon, or D, apple? Okay, and now it's answer time. So you're welcome to give yourself 1 point for correct answers, but again, this is just for fun, so no need to turn it in. So here we go. Okay, question number 1 was, what continent is cut into 2 fairly equal halves by the Tropic of Capricorn? And the answer is A, Australia. The Tropic of Capricorn is the southernmost latitude where the sun can be seen directly overhead. It is one of the 5 major circles of latitude marked on maps of Earth. Question 2 was, which of the following characters is not one of the Three Musketeers? The answer was C, Deimos. The Three Musketeers is a historical adventure novel in 1814 by French author Alexandre Dumas. Set between 1625 and 1628, it recounts the adventures of a young man after he leaves his home and travels to Paris, hoping to join the Musketeers of the Guard. Question number 3. If you hug a guling, what are you hugging? The answer was B, pillow. Question number 4. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is considered the largest species of what type of animal? The answer was A, butterfly. Queen Alexandra's birdwing is the largest species of butterfly in the world, with females reaching wingspans slightly in excess of 25 to 28 centimeters, which is 9.8 to 11 inches. This birdwing is restricted to the forests of the Oro province in eastern Papua New Guinea. The species is endangered and one of the only 3 insects to be listed on Appendix 1 of CITES, making commercial international trade illegal. Question number 5. In 1439 England, what was made illegal? The answer was D, kissing. On July 16, 1439, as the plague spread throughout England and Europe, Henry VI banned kissing as precaution to prevent its deadly trail. This ban was seen as one way to curtail the advance of infection by stopping ritual kissing linked to greeting. During this period, it was common for people to greet each other with a kiss. For Henry VI, perhaps significantly, his knights and royal court would have kissed him to pay him homage, so the ban would have prevented the chance of Henry falling victim. Question number 6. Cats are feline. What are sheep? The answer is A, ovine. Question number 7. Name the actor who starred in 142 films, including The Quiet Man, The Shootist, The Searchers, and Stagecoach. The answer is C, John Wayne. Marion Michael Morrison, known professionally as John Wayne and nicknamed Duke, was an American actor, director, producer, and Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient. He was among the top box office draws for 3 decades, famous for his roles in Western films. It was John Ford's Stagecoach in 1939 that made Wayne a mainstream star, and he starred in 142 motion pictures altogether. Question 8 was, what is the painting La Gioconda more commonly known as? The answer was B, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is one of the most valuable paintings in the world. It holds the Guinness World Record for the highest known insurance valuation in history at $100 million in 1962, which is equivalent to $650 million in 2018. Question number 9 was how many valves does a trumpet have? The answer is A, 3. Trumpet-like instruments have historically been used as signaling devices in battle or hunting, with examples dating back to at least 1500 BCE. They began to be used as musical instruments only in the late 14th or early 15th century. Trumpets are used in art music styles, for instance in orchestras, concert bands, and jazz ensembles, as well as in popular music. Question 10. Name the world-famous garden situated 10 miles outside of London, close to the River Thames. The answer was D, Kew Gardens. Kew Gardens is a botanic garden in southwest London that houses the largest and most diverse botanical and mycological collections in the world. It was founded in 1840 from the exotic garden at Kew Park in Middlesex, England. Question 11, which kinds of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? The answer is A, tulips. Originally cultivated in the Ottoman Empire, which is present-day Turkey, tulips were imported into Holland in the 16th century. In the mid-17th century, tulips were so popular that they created the first economic bubble known as tulip mania. As people bought up tulips, they became so expensive that they were used as money until the market in them crashed. Question 12 was, what color jersey is worn by the winners of each stage of the Tour de France? And the answer was C, yellow. The Tour de France was created in 1903. It's an annual men's multiple stage bicycle race primarily held in France. Like the other grand tours, it consists of 21 day-long stages over the course of 23 days. It has been described as the world's most prestigious and most difficult bicycle race. Question number 13 was, which chess piece can only move diagonally? And the answer is A, the bishop. Question number 14, when did Margaret Thatcher become Prime Minister? The answer is B, 1979. Margaret Hilda Thatcher was a British stateswoman who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1979 to 1990 and leader of the Conservative Party from 1975 to 1990. She was the longest-serving British Prime Minister of the 20th century and the first woman to hold that office. Question 15 was, what is the world's most popular and most used first name of all time for a male? The answer is D, Muhammad. The word is translated as praised, commendable, and laudable. It is thought to be the most popular name in the world, being given to an estimated 150 million men and boys. Question number 16 was, what do you call a group of frogs? The answer is A, an army. Did you know that frogs never close their big bulging eyes, not even when they are sleeping? Question number 17 is, what is the world's longest river? And the answer is C, the Amazon. The Amazon River in South America is the largest river by discharge volume of water in the world. Question 18, what is someone who shoes horses called? The answer is A, farrier. A farrier is a specialist in equine hoof care, including the trimming and balancing of horses' hooves and the placing of shoes on their hooves if necessary. A farrier combines some blacksmith skills with some veterinarian skills to care for horses' feet. Question 19, where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? The answer was D, the moon. The Sea of Tranquility is the landing site of Apollo 11, the mission that gave mankind its first ever walk on the moon. The Sea of Tranquility is not actually a sea, instead it is a lunar mare. Now, although the plural for mare is Maria, is a Latin word that means seas, these Maria don't have water in them. Lunar Maria were named as such because early astronomers mistook these areas as seas. When you look at the moon, you'll notice certain features that are darker than others. And question number 20 was, what flavor is Cointreau? The answer was B, orange. Cointreau is an orange-flavored triple sec liqueur produced in France. Cointreau is used in many popular cocktails. The official IBA recipes for both the Margarita and the Cosmopolitan include Cointreau. So that does it for our trivia this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a great time, and will join us the next time that we have trivia again. Thanks so much. See you later.